Chicago. Welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Skyline postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNB. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I play for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what it's stands for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big black city, we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it. Ride down Lakeshore, see newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with the city, I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago.
Well, somebody about that gig. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you, because this is the season of catching the vapors. What's up, Max? I see you in the building. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you, because this is the season for catching the vapors. Yeah.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Because guess what, y'all?
I tell your mama you ain't shit.
It's going down. And as we look on to this debacle, we like,
what the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Unbelievable. Don't this feel like last year? Don't this feel like something has happened here? Don't this feel like we are in a repetitive cycle, going to go and sell away your future, Jeff Pagliosha? See, when you do things and it's this way, when you do things and it's foul, when you do things and it has and makes no sense at all, you end up a laughing stock once again in the WNBA. No one knows the goddamn game plan of the Chicago Sky to recover. No one knows what the hell is going on with this team. But what I will tell you is that nothing good comes to a trash man. Nothing good comes to a snake. Nothing good at all comes to someone who is so diabolical in what he does and how he do it. See, I was always taught by a great man, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And Jeff Pagliosha, what a tangled web he weaved. Chicago Sky embarrassment. Letting key player Angel Reese for crumbs. Kennedy Carter for nothing. while Kamilla, Cardoso, and Skylar Diggins left to man the ship of the Chicago Sky's offense. Wow. This has been, you are witnessing how to fumble the bag. Great class, Tyler Marsh. Great class, Jeff Pagliosha. Great class that you're teaching the whole entire world how to fumble the bag. As everybody and all of the people who supports Angel Reese are happy, comfortable, smiling, and is in a good place. The Chicago fans are left with horror. The Chicago Sky fans are left in shambles. The Chicago Sky fans are being abused as we see it. The Chicago Sky fans knows that Tyler Marsh says nothing and does not appear to say anything to this horrible, horrible GM. Tyler Marsh, which we are not behind closed doors, but nephew, we can't feel you at all in this city. We can't feel you going to the press on your GM, Jeff Pagliosha. We can't feel you have some anger in your belly, in your chest, about the diabolical moves that your boss have put on. But first of all, I want to say welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serv'n Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. Shout out to K-Sap. Shout out to the, Players Club. Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to my sisters, Tony and Keisha. Shout out to Duvall. Y'all, I'm going to get right to the shit show. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock on the dot in my drop top. Singing to you. Hey, y'all. Chicago Sky fans are going through turmoil. Straight turmoil. This calls for a mutiny of the Chicago fan, following, a mutiny of the leadership that is there manning the cup of the Chicago Sky and its fans. What a straight sabotage. What a straight loser. What a straight combination of failure. I want to first give love to my people that's in the chat. I see you in the building, Max, 4K. I see you up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Steph, this is going to be a good show tonight. You might want to share it. I see you, baby girl, in there. She wins. I see you in the building. I see you, King Webb. What a tangle web we weave. Oh, yeah. Anthony, I see you coming in the building. Hit the like button. We have seen today some of the worst type of stuff in the history. Some of the worst type of thing that has happened. Some of the worst type of shakeups that are being done on this team. I'm just waiting for y'all to come on in. We got 200 people in the building about to hear the shit that's about to come out my goddamn mouth. Because guess what, y'all? Y'all ain't had a crash out room. Y'all thought I crashed out this morning a little bit? No, you ain't seen the crash out yet. The crash out is coming. The crash out is here. The crash out will forever be about how Chicago Sky had one of the best situations going on in the country. When I say the best, yes, they had losing seasons. Yes, they had to figure out how to play with Kamilla Cardoso and Angel Reese. Yes, that was a problem, but that was a good problem to have, to try to figure out how to feed one of the greatest players that have came to the WNBA spotlight ever in Angel Reese, and one of the potential greatest bigs to come in at 6'7" in this league. I want everybody to understand that I am pissed off. I am fucking hot under the collar. I am destroyed and defeated once again when I heard that Angel Reese was traded for crumbs. How disgusted could I be? But even more that, I was also disgusted when Kennedy Carter was not re-signed for last year's run. We all know that Kennedy Carter can do some self-sabotage and shit. We all know that Kennedy Carter is just a player where sometimes can trip over their own shoe. I am so fucking pissed off, y'all. I'm trying to not cuss, but this shit makes you cuss. This shit makes you irritated. This shit is a serious problem. Yes, Jeff Pagliosha, you had to say that Teaspoon was detrimental to her own locker room and to the team and to the forwardness of Chicago Sky. Jeff Pagliosha, not only did you go and run to your daddy, Michael Alter, but I wanted you guys to know that this is one of the worst things that could have happened to all of Chicago Sky's fans. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to people who wanted to come to that stadium, fill the stadium up. Listen, fill the stadium up and let you guys, see that it's not just Teaspoon. It's not just Kennedy Carter. It's not just Angel Reese. It's the Chicago fans also. It's the Chicago Sky fans also that have suffered under this man's reign. Jeff Pagliosha, it's still fire him. I told you guys, no matter how good this team played this year, I would want this man to leave. I told you guys, no matter how good this team plays, I want these people to sell the team. I want Nadia Rollinson and Michael Alter far away and out of Chicago with their emotional attitudes, emotional decisions, emotional Jeff Pagliosha. I told you guys in the chat, hey, my sister in the dark with a smile, hey, baby girl. I told you guys that I wanted Jeff Pagliosha to be fired. I did not want to enter the season. I did not want to step in the season with Tyler Marsh. I told you guys after last season that we did not have to go any further with Jeff Pagliosha because we know that this man do not have a clue of what he's doing. To prove as such, before it was even a trade for Angel Reese, I have already told you guys that emails have been sent out. I have told you guys that we have been complaining and we're showing you at the stadium because we're not showing. Listen, most of us not showing and going to that shit show. Why would we come to a stadium where Angel Reese was filling that boy up? And we were there mainly because of Angel Reese. As we can see, and as I told you guys, you will be able to see, the stadium is suffering. Maybe on purpose. Maybe they have a plan with the money laundering scheme that they got set up under the sleeves, and we all don't see the bigger picture of what they're trying to do in their personal business, allegedly. I told you guys over and over and over again about the great disappointment and the hurtful heart shot when Teresa Witherspoon was fired from this team. And then I told you guys before the news broke, I broke the news that she didn't even have a meeting with Tyler Marsh. He was not even, with Jeff Pagliosha. He was not even man enough to do it. Matter of fact, Teaspoon went on the podcast and let you know it was a phone call while she was in the grocery store that she was let go. She said, wait a minute, hold on, goddammit. This ain't the way you do things. You do things professional. I've been let go before. This is not the way it's supposed to happen. I've been let go before. But on a phone call, they fire a Hall of Fame coach because they could not have it in their stomach. They could not have the gall enough to let a Hall of Famer of the WNBA, who is one of the most tenacious defensive players and also one of the most beloved players in the WNBA. They fired Teresa Witherspoon with no cause, no real cause or solution to replace her. They fired Teresa Witherspoon with no identity and no idea of where to go. Jeff Pagliosha could not boss Teresa Witherspoon's team while she was coaching them. Could not come on her courts in practice. Could not come on her floor pre-game. Teresa Weatherspoon let it be known in the door. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. This is my team that I have to coach. It is my relationship. You have your relationship outside of the 9450. But while I got them here, while I have them here, they're mine to deal with. You are not going to come play on my gym floor. Yes, plenty of arguments have transpired that we didn't see behind closed doors. Yes, we now find out that both of them was not only bumping heads. Teresa Witherspoon was checking Jeff Pagliosha and putting him in his place because he likes to overstand. This is what people like Jeff Pagliosha does. Because he really, listen, he really want to be a coach. And he really, really want to be the GM and the coach of this team. And have been since Teresa Witherspoon have left. Tyler Marsh is just a puppet in the game because that's what it looks like, Tyler. Tyler Marsh is just a pawn in the game of chess that this organization seems to play. Tyler Marsh is a pawn that is thrown out for the people to look at and blame. Yes, he needs work. Yes, he needs to get better. Yes, any rookie coach will have these type of failures. When it comes to a general manager going and getting the worst players in the WNBA, it's such a shame that we have to look at this type of debacle. It's such a shame that we have to look at this type of bullshit. It's such a shame that we have to listen, look, and feel like shit after this team plays. With Rakia Jackson going down, because that's going to be his excuse. Like he had one excuse with Courtney Vandersloot went down last year. That the only reason that he's losing or in a losing bracket is because one player went down, Jeff Pagliosha. I thought you learned from your lessons, which we all have lessons to learn. I thought you learned your lesson. With us all having lessons to learn, that having just one of wasn't going to do. You gambled again. Not only did you gamble, we in the music business and me as a rapper in the rap game, we called it biting. Because no, Jeff Pagliosha, you didn't go out and get your players once again of what you thought that was going to do in the third year of Kamilla Cardoso's career, Angel Reese's career. You went out and got Angel Reese's picks of who she wanted to play with. We all know that she wanted to play with Skylar Diggins. We all know she wanted Dejanay Carrington. We all know that those two in particular was what she wanted to have on this team. You can't fool us. You went out and got her. With the cherry on top, Tasha Cloud was laying there for you to grab to make this team better. You go out and get J.C. Sheldon and trade away the future pick. Nothing wrong with J.C. I like J.C. Sheldon. I think that she is a good player and really have not had a real chance to show who she is. J.C. Sheldon is a baller. She's a good defensive player. She's just only in her third year. She's been around in 4 different systems. This is the 5th. She's been around 4 different coaches. She's being passed around like a hot potato in the WNBA. So yes, when J.C. Sheldon comes here to the Chicago Sky, we expect as much of her having to blend in. Y'all, it's 300 people in this building. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, because on this channel, we gonna tell the truth and shame the devils. On this channel, we gonna tell the truth, excuse me, and shame the devils. Allegedly, the suspension of Angel Reese caused all of the hoopla in the Angel Reese trade. And the suspension came down from Michael Alter, which is the head owner of the Chicago Sky. But what I will tell you in this disgrace, on a Friday night, it got to be a better excuse than that. That the owner had problems. No, Jeff Pagliosha, you're not fooling us. We know that you had problems with Angel Reese being Teresa Witherspoon's pick, and you also show that you still have a problem with Kamilla Cardoso, because we're finding hit pieces all over the place, setting it up for some more debacle of what you do. I'm telling you guys, get your Gmails ready and send them out to the Chicago Sky. Email. Hit them on their websites. Tell them what you think. I know they want you to be, shirts ordered and all that. Even write your complaint in that. Because this man has to be booed out of town. This man has to have a boot out of this organization. Yes, Michael Alter, your fight is you believed in women's basketball, and you knew that women basketball would have opportunity to have the growth, and you put your investment in women's basketball. But it just seems like another money scheme, the way that you handling your team. Bars. It seems like it was just another money scheme after the way that you built your team. Bars. I'm going to say this. You guys have to understand that it's a tangled web that he weaved in what we are looking at with this type of system that they have going on, like it is a mom and pop store. This is not even a grocery store. This is one of those ones that sell the po' boys, that got the rats and the roaches running around, that has holes all throughout the kitchen that need to be plugged up, that has the mice jumping up and down on the biscuits, on the hot dog buns, on the hamburger buns, taking niblets out of the meat that's even in the freezer. Michael Alter hired the fry guy. Michael Alter hired the one that cleans the floor and mops the floor at Burger King. Michael Alter, for a GM, him and Nadia Rollison hired the man that cleans the windows. Because I always tell y'all, it's levels to this shit. I always tell y'all it's levels to this shit. Listen. When you become a productive person in the WNBA, you will know it. But they went out and got their own developmental coach. They wanted to go in-house, which was Jeff Pagliosha. They wanted to get their developmental coach and give him the GM job. They gave him the job, and he fumbled the total bag all 3 years that he has been here. It's 321 people in the building. hit the like button, subscribe. Welcome to the channel, because this is the hottest podcast that you're going to see in YouTube. Not only am I an artist, but I am an entertainer. And you're going to be entertained tonight. You're going to get what you came here for. More after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my
I am so irritated. I feel like going with a Bugs Bunny glove and slapping the living shit out of Michael Alter, allegedly. I'm telling y'all that this makes no sense at all. The press conference, and I'm gonna be right back to comment on what the hell has happened with the Chicago Sky.
For both of you, you're both key shooters on the team. Right now, the team is last in the league in 3-point percentage. Even last Wednesday, when the team scored 104 points, it was 7-31 from three. Is that just a missing shots, or is there something in the scheme there?
No, it's missing shots. I thought we've gotten great looks. I think I've gotten the best looks I've gotten my entire pro career this season. I've never been this open. For real.
For real? You've never been this open? Somebody help me. Because Rachel Banham, I'm finna let her get through it. I'm gonna y'all, somebody help me with this woman. Somebody help me with Rachel Banham.
It's exciting, and then I can't make a damn basket. So we're just not making shots right now.
We
it
know
really
you
is what
can't
it is.
make
I
no
know,
damn
and
basket.
shoot or shoot, we're gonna shoot ourselves out of it. We're gonna figure it out. Like, I haven't lost confidence in myself or Sid or any of our shooters. So it's just frustrating. But every team, every player has gone through this multiple times. The ball, when you make the right play, you're gonna get good shots, and we're doing that. It's gonna fall eventually.
It's gonna fall eventually.
Hey guys, I feel like keeping turnovers low has been like a key part of this season, and then today just wanted to know like what was different.
I don't know. I think just getting in our moments. Like, we have little, like Ray said, little like moments where we're really bad and moments when we're really good. And when they're bad, they tumble and keep adding up, and then we try to get a timeout or something to switch the momentum of the game. But just not letting those turnovers turn into more and more.
This is for either one of you. Much like Wednesday, the third quarter slipped through your grasp. They went on a 12-0 run to start off the third quarter. What would you say is the biggest area to clean up in when it comes to remaining competitive in the third quarter?
I mean, we've talked about how we've started games hasn't always been great. And then I know, like, we're seeing that in the third quarter as well. So that's lack of focus. Like, when you come out of the locker room, that's when you should be really locked in. We've talked about things we want to work on, things we want to change, how we want to approach, and then we come out and then we're flat. There's really no excuse. That's on us to come out with.
Is Rachel Banham criticizing the team? Is Rachel Banham criticizing the team? Oh, she should get a suspension. Michael Alter, She should be suspended.
Better energy. We're just flat with lack of focus, not disciplined at times. So that's fully on us. We have to be better with that.
Hi, Sydney. The crowd really seemed to get involved anytime you took the court. How does that motivate you as your role continues to develop on the team?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I try to get this crowd going and try to be that spark coming off the bench for us. And anything I can do to impact the game, whether it be on the offensive end or the defensive end, I'll try to do and try to get that momentum going back in our direction.
Question for both of you. Looking back at these 3 games you played against Minnesota, what do you guys feel like it's been an area of growth and just an area that you guys can kind of tweak just looking at that sample size?
Ball screen defense for sure. I think Rach said I think we were a lot better tonight with the ball screen coverage, and that goes for both the guards and the post players. I think that's the main thing that stood out to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, family, internet family, guys, internet family, the whole 340 here. Guys, doing on this team? What the hell Rachel Bellum doing on this team? Why is she still on Chicago Sky's team? Rachel Bellum is not necessary for Chicago to be successful and shows no impact in the 2026 season thus far. Why is Rachel Bellum on the Chicago Sky? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Jeff Pagliosha, he wants to continue to hire family and friends. I'll tell you why. The Jeff Pagliosha, he believes in this is a business family-orientated mom pa store. I'll tell you why. Jeff Pagliosha wants peace in the locker room and ventriloquy. You're not going to have that shit with a whole bunch of stallions up in the goddamn barn that's trying to win a championship. No one in the whole entire league wants this kid. No one wants this lady. To even think that he gave away draft picks to even core this lady, to stop her from being traded. No one wants her, Jeff Pagliosha. This is a debacle. She's out of shape. She's had her time. She's past her time. Let Rachel Bellum go and be a mama to her husband. Let Rachel Bellum be a mama to her husband. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong for her to go away. She talking about she ain't been, to add insult to injury, chat. This is how stupid she sounds. This is how stupid. See, Rachel, when you say this type of stuff to real ballers and real players, you can't say this type of stuff in your mouth.
You're both key shooters on the team. Right now, the team is last in the league in 3-point percentage. Even last Wednesday, when the team scored 104 points, it was 7-31 from 3. Is that just missing shots, or is there something in the scheme there?
No, it's missing shots. I thought we've gotten great looks. I think I've gotten the best looks I've gotten my entire pro career this year.
She is so, you just put a nail in your goddamn coffin with the Chicago fans. Do you realize what you said, young lady? You've been open this way your whole entire career and you can't fucking knock a shot down? You have been open like this in your whole entire career and you can't hit a goddamn three-point shot that you're supposed to be a specialist in? See, this is the difference between Jeff Pagliosha and Natalie Nakasa. Rachel Banham, you would have never got a contract over there with Natalie. Rachel Banham, over in Portland, you would have never got a job in Portland. Rachel Banham, in Toronto, in the Aces, on the Lynx. They didn't want you. Reese said, and I'm saying bye-bye. Over at the Fever, they don't want you. Oh my God. Let me think, Rachel. Connecticut, they don't want you either because they traded your ass. Wait. The Washington Mystics, Sydney said, oh no. Sydney, they say, Sydney, would you take Rachel Banham? He said,
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. No.
This lady has made the Chicago Sky tenacity and a whole trunk full of dogs, a whole bus full of dogs, a whole bus full of champions, a whole bus full of young ladies that knows how to play the game. A dog, a serious junkyard dog in that young lady called Skylar goddamn Diggins. A dog, a goddamn junkyard dog in that young lady Dejanay Carrington. A dog, a goddamn junkyard dog, Natasha Cloud. A little puppy dog that's vicious. Her name is Maddie Westbelt, but you don't get to see it. Y'all don't understand that Maddie is a dog? You ain't saw Maddie? That's because that's Tyler Marsh. Oh, you ain't saw Maddie last year to the end of the year. Now Maddie is in street clothes, and you haven't seen Maddie. Sydney Taylor sitting on the bench while leads have been gone and left alone. Rotations have been so debacled that we can't figure out what the hell this man is doing. And Rachel Banham, Rachel goddamn Banham, is on this team's roster. I want all 360 of you guys to know that I'm here to tell the truth and not to bash anyone. I'm here to tell the truth that Rachel Banham did not deserve a job over here with the Chicago Sky, but you get what you want. Keep giving her the ball, Tyler. Keep putting her in game situations where she shoots the second most shots. This woman shot more than Kamilla Cardoso. Y'all heard what I said. Rachel Banham shot more than Kamilla Cardoso. She was right behind Skylar Diggins. God damn. If that ain't a recipe, or it looks like that Tyler Marsh don't know what he said, keep shooting, Rachel. Keep shooting what? She ain't hit no shots since she came. Oh. Tyler, did you do good scouting when you saw her in Unrivaled? What you just thought in your mind and listening to the boy Jeff Pagliosha, oh, this 303, that's just probably not her thing. No, basketball is not Rachel Bannum's thing anymore. Bro, Claude, you being kind of tough. I intend to let you guys know that the Chicago Sky cannot go on with this. The Chicago Sky cannot continue to lose basketball games and expect the people to come out and support that bullshit that they pull. I'm trying to tell you guys what we're looking at. What we're looking at is a money laundering scheme, allegedly. They can't do the Juju sweepstakes because they give it away. Hey, Tyler Marsh, hey, you can't expect any great players to come out of this debacle and come play for you with the bull stuff that's going on, because this organization believes in destroying their players. This organization here believes in just enough to make it look good, so we can say that we're losing money because no one's coming out. I wonder why no one's coming out. Could it be that you gave away one of the biggest crowd pullers in the history of the WNBA? Could it be that you guys have given away the greatest showstopper, beauty queen, culture connected Angel Reese? Could it be one of your main reasons of the losses that you have had last year is that you let Chennedy Carter walk away with nothing? Jeff Pagliosha, you are the worst. I know y'all watching. I know you're watching. Annie Costable, this is what I know. I know you over there on Twitter watching. Annie Costable.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
You are so disgusting to me. Putting out hit piece after hit piece after hit piece after hit piece. Angel Reese had to be looked bad or looked upon wrong or made a case of why she had to be gotten rid of. You had 4 horsemen in the sky apocalypse. This debacle. The plot, the plan, the scheme to get rid of Teaspoon. The plot, the plan to just let Chennedy Carter wither. To get rid of Angel Reese. Oh. But eat crow, Tyler Marsh. I know you didn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, I know you're saying that you're not the GM, and that was Tyler Marsh. That was Jeff Pagliosha's job. You should have been raising hell. That's why I say you're weak, Tyler Marsh. This is why I say you're weak, Tyler Marsh. Ain't no goddamn way in the hell if the aldermans that's here in Chicago, the aldermans, the goddamn mayor is confused on what the hell just happened to one of the most money grabbers. She got goddamn Cash App boxes all over Chicago giving out t-shirts. What a financial scumbag of a job that these guys have done. I'm cooking like fish grease, y'all. Hey, look, it's over 292 people on my Twitter X why don't y'all come over and hit the like button and subscribe? I'm only 200, less than 200 away from 5,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can get over here and help your brother out who cooking like fish grease. Because I told you, you're going to be entertained tonight. You're going to get it tonight. See, while Chennedy Carter is over there, yes, she had problems. Yes, her head game is not right. Yes, certain things that young players do in her history has not been right. Chennedy Carter is an aggressive player. She's a piece of work. You heard what Teaspoon said about her. Teaspoon said give her grace. Some people deal with things differently. Teaspoon said she's a special type of person and a special type of player that has to be understood. Teaspoon said that she had her under the wraps. Yes, we heard about certain things that's being done. We heard about all of the certain disagreements and disgusting activities that went on throughout certain times of the, you know what I mean, of the locker room. But Teaspoon,
Chennedy Carter's so special. There's a belief and confidence that she has in herself that no one can really understand. It's because of the journey that she's had to. No one will really understand that journey. But if I can give you just a little bit of insight of how hard it was for her, how difficult it was for her, you know, there were give up moments. There were moments when you didn't want to go on because the first thing you think is, why me? And my thing was change your verbiage. Why not you? Why not you to make a difference, to make a change, to show people that you can take this journey and you can make a difference to show that you truly belong. And she's doing just that with that belief factor, the confidence that she has in herself and what she brings to the table. She knows what she brings to the table, and she's an incredible young lady. She's an awesome young lady. We all have our different ways of being. We've all gone through certain things, certain paths, certain ways that we might want to change and make different. And she's done that. She's taken control of the narrative, and she's changed things for the good and the better of herself.
Listen,
Chennedy Carter has a certain type of self-destructive mechanism in her, but it takes a special type of person to deal with her, to coach her. I hope that Becky Hammon forgives her. It's some things that just came out. Earlier today, I got the news around about 7 o'clock with my girl, She Wins. Thank you, She Wins, bringing and sending it to me and telling me, hey, look at what just happened. You know, when you have a special player, it says Rook got them shook. Chennedy complaining she's on a leash. Aces locker room drama already. And did Becky benched her because AZ ate her up so bad? Cap, laughing my ass off. Leave her be. It be your own people. That's why here money is exactly where it is. And the people she roots for won't do anything to help her. Leave her alone. Let her be. It says keep keep it trizzy. Not to mention, I made her ankle touch the ground, but y'all can holler at me when my leash is off too. It's completely unfair, even though statistically wise, it's not even close. Oh, chill. The real ones know they trying to help Chennedy. Like, Chennedy, don't be saying that shit. Because one thing we know about Becky Hammon, she don't like that shit. she don't like things that's really that detrimental, but I didn't see nothing too wrong with that. She was talking about how she broke someone else's ankles and the other team wasn't coached. She being a competitor. She just looked at it of her talking her ish and saying what she had to say on Twitter X. She ain't saying it in the locker room that we know of. But this is the thing that I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to be a special type of person, like Teaspoon said. You have to keep reminding a young lady like you, why not you? Why not you? We're going to give prayers to Kennedy. We're going to give prayers to her continue to be successful. Somebody got to take her Twitter account. They have to tell her, put it down. Keep your head focused. Keep the main thing the main thing. Yes, Kennedy, stay on Twitter. She probably watching me right now, brother. You know how she did it last year. What's going on, Progressive? Progressive Overload in the building. Hit the like button. Jabari, you have to be a certain type of person to deal with this type of young lady. Kerrigan, you got to be a special type of person to deal with Kennedy Carter. You have to understand that this young lady is traumatized from no one wants her. She always feel like nobody cares about her. She always is in a situation. Yes, she talks her ish. She's a competitor. I like it. I like it a lot. Because I'm for the misunderstood. I'm around them every single day. She don't mean it that way to mess up the locker room. Y'all need to stop it. And the AZ Fudd fans, of course, I'm one of those ones that's AZ Fudd fans. She was just talking her stuff. But they make it out of just about anything. They make it about everything. They make it about certain things that should not even be talked about. That's no big deal in the world of basketball. If you played basketball, we used to talk about each other. We used to call it sigging. We used to always talk shit. But yeah, I know this professional basketball broke law, and these ladies ain't. Who stopped that shit? I'm gonna give you my take, and I'm gonna take you. You take it or leave it alone. Kennedy Carter has done nothing wrong to anyone. Y'all acting like this girl that snatched somebody's purse, went into somebody's house and robbed them, beat up a whole bunch of people on this roster and all of that. And even though, hey, we know that Isaiah Thomas fought in the locker room. We know that Dennis Rodman fought in the locker room. We know that Michael Jordan fought at practice. Shit. We know that Draymond Green knocks people out and punches people at practice. Golden State was able to settle their differences. They knew he was a little bit off. And that's just the competitive nature of things. They want to try to demonize the woman, and I'm not going to let them do that. Y'all have been seeing all of my YouTube takes on Kennedy Carter, and it's going to continue because you can't guard her. Kennedy Carter is one of the most ferocious young ladies to play this game of basketball. She one of ones. And this man, Jeff Pagliosha, tried to get her blackballed out of the league. This man, Jeff Pagliosha, did not want Kennedy Carter to shine anymore because he said that she's a detrimental to the league, allegedly. What I would say this, what is Chennedy Carter's stats in the 2026 season? Lay them all out. Chennedy Carter as current in 2026 in the WNBA season. Chennedy Carter is playing for the Las Vegas Aces and has been one of the league's most productive scorers off the bench. Her stats, 19.4 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, 1.6 steals per game, 0.3 blocks. She averages 22.2 minutes. Field goal percentage is 66.2. Her three-point percentage is 58.3. Her free throw percentage is 73.1. What she's doing well, elite scoring efficiency for a guard. Instantly offense off the Aces bench. Instant offense off the Aces bench. Strong defensive activity, averaging around 1.5, 2.0 steals per game. Has given the Las Vegas Aces another shot creator alongside Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young. Against Atlanta, she scored 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Versus Connecticut, she scored 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. Against Los Angeles, Sparks, 22 points. Phoenix, 10 points, 2 assists, 2 steals. The analysis of Chennedy Carter already mentioned Carter as a potential 6th woman of the year, and we're only in 8 games. A candidate because of her scoring punch and efficiency stats as of right now for a championship level Aces team. You like to say that Chennedy Carter is a waste of time, that she's not going to ever get right, and she just a head basket case, and you don't want that type of thing on the floor or in the locker room. I disagree. Wait till the Aces get it all jailed and put it together. Wait till the Aces do everything that needs to be done to make sure that Chennedy Carter is in a safe place. They're going to continue to hit piece after hit piece after hit piece with Chennedy Carter, but it matters none. Because this young lady has already shown Jeff Pagliosha and exposed the Chicago Sky for the bum organization that they are. Angel Reese, with only 2 losses right now on her record in starting the season, has shown them she likes to put W's in the chat, not L's. She likes to win games and be a factor in those games. Angel Reese is clearly one of the most dominant bigs in the game of basketball right now. What you say? There's none like her. The Chicago Sky had 1-on-1 in Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky had 1-on-1 in Chennedy Carter. Listen, y'all, it's 400 people in this building. I'm asking for my Twitter family to come on over here because I know I'm cooking hot like fish grease. Come on over here from Twitter and hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. I only need less than 200 subscribers. And my people that's on Twitter X, come on over to Steady Serv'n Sports, ENT, and subscribe to this channel. You want to join this channel because this is the hottest takes, the hottest podcast in America. Hands down, the talent that I show, the belief that I have, And what I'm saying and the passion that I love to give you guys is true. I believe that Chennedy Carter going to be all right. Hey, Becky Hammon is going to deal with it the way that it needs to be dealt with. She ain't the first. Hell, she's not the first that Becky Hammon had to deal with. Becky Hammon's dealt with stars all of her life. Becky Hammon is a true professional. Yes, she gets things wrong, and the things, how she handled Hamby's situation, she could have handled it better. But that don't mean that she could not coach Hamby. That did not mean that Becky Hammon has lost her touch. That don't mean that Becky Hammon is already aware of certain things that is going to happen on a basketball team. The Chicago Sky is in trouble, chat. I'm not going to say what I need to say. I'm going to let the 10, 15 games. There's only 2 more to 10 and 7 to 15. So 7 games to get it together, but I knew they was going to lose 3 straight, but I did not calculate 4 in a row. I mean, 3 in a row. 4 losses and 3 of them in a row. I didn't calculate that the Chicago Sky would lose in such a way. It seemed like hell. Skylar Diggins was out there with Kamilla Cardoso at times, and then sometimes you looking, what's going on? Kamilla, come on. You know what I mean? In the last game that was played. Kamilla Cardoso can never have a situation where she only scores 2 points. Because Kamilla, they're coming for you. Free Kamilla! Because they're coming for you. They're coming for Kamilla as we speak. Kamilla Cardoso is definitely in trouble with this organization. It was questionable if Kamilla Cardoso was even going to play this game. But she ended up being tied for the leading scorer in this game. And she also had a double-double in this game. With a 79-58 score means and shows me, because I know basketball, defense was the key to this game. But it seems like Chicago cannot get together or gather together any offense. Dejanay Carrington, we waiting on you. Dejanay Carrington, we need your help. Listen, why is Courtney Vandersloot handling referees? Why is Caitlin Clark talking to referees? We're waiting on them to pass the baton to Courtney. The Chicago Sky dead ass had a team of Angel Reese, Sonia Citron, Chennedy Carter in their hands to grasp, but saw the future is Kamilla and Snooty with no booty. Shit is crazy. I mean, guys, is this one of the worstest fumbles that you've ever seen? Guys, Why do we as fans, as Chicago Sky fans, have to watch this for another year? Why do we have to tolerate this type of debacle? Why do we have to look at a Dejanay Carrington on the bench that's still hurt? A Rickea Jackson that went down with an ACL, no replacement. Letitia Lattimore is on the bench and he goes out and get a woman that we never heard of. And she, she, to show you that Tyler Marsh don't like to pick up, that Jeff Pagliosha did, because he keep trying to powder puff cake the Chicago Sky, because this is the blackest team, the third blackest team in the WNBA. He wants to powder puff cake and put some powder girls on there to show it's a collective thing. That's a collective thing. Instead of going with his mind and going to get Latasha Lattimore, that's waiting to be called. That's waiting for a phone call. But I can't tell it and make an example. I have to let you guys see this shit for yourselves, because I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. This is real life. I can't make this up. The only thing that I can do, me as a Chicago Sky fan, is shake my head, look down, and be disgusted with the decision of getting rid of Angel Reese. We definitely had enough of her. Tyler Marsh, everybody.
The season. When you have a loss like this and you still, you got to give them Tuesday, you got to keep going. What do you do with the team, with the other coaches, to kind of put this behind you?
I mean, you gotta continue to get back to work. You gotta keep the. I don't think we have a dejected locker room. I think we have a disappointed and frustrated locker room, but that's to be expected when you've dropped 4 straight. And so, but we're not, and nobody's giving up on where we're at or what the vision is or what this season still could be. We just got to come together and fix it. So that's the message. That's the communication. I thought that, for 3 quarters, we played about as good a defense as you can against a talented offensive team as Minnesota. You hold the team to 39%, field goal for the game. That's about as good a job as you can do. And there's some areas that you can pick up in. Certainly, we missed some shots offensively today, but I was proud of the effort. When you speak to that relentlessness that you mentioned, it's part of that is not giving up. And I don't think we gave up tonight. I think shots didn't go our way. They were able to capitalize on turnovers that we had. And that was that.
Hey, just wanted to get your read on the turnovers. Like keeping them low has been a great thing this season, and today was a little different.
Yeah, it was one of those nights. They're pressured defensively. They made us run our offense a little bit extended today, and they were in passing lanes. They were disruptive, so credit to them. But we've done a good job for the majority of the season of taking care of the ball. So, I don't foresee that being an issue moving forward.
Coach 5 for 30 from 3, and even on Wednesday, you were 7 for 31 despite 104 points from 3. I think the team's last in the league right now in 3-point percentage. I asked this to Rachel earlier. She said she thinks it's just missing shots. She thinks she's getting some great looks. Like, what do you attribute that to? Is it just missing shots?
That's what I think it is. It's not like we're forcing a ton of bad shots. We're getting open ones.
First, horrible.
We're in the top half of the league in terms of generating open shots. Is just we haven't been able to knock them down. And I think those numbers will turn. Hopefully sooner than later, but we're getting some good looks. just struggling to knock them down right now. But I have faith that that'll turn.
Coach, when you look at this 3-game sample size with Minnesota, I guess what is your takeaway of just an area of growth for the team, and then an area that you feel like you guys could pick up on?
I mean, that's a championship caliber team over there. Talk relentlessly on how well coached they are, how disciplined they are, how cohesive they are, and that's the it's part of the standard in this league, and a model of consistency for what and how you have to be moving forward. And so there's a ton to learn from it. I think that from all 3 games, and so for us coming out of it, it's only going to make us better moving forward. But we got to have somewhat of a short memory from this one and get ready for Washington.
Hey, Coach, much like Wednesday, the third quarter was a struggle. They came out on a 12-0 run. Rachel was in here, and she attributed that to a lack of focus. Do you agree? And what would you say is the biggest area to clean up in when it comes to coming out strong in the third quarter?
Yeah, it could be a number of things. I'm not sure how many turnovers we had in that third quarter, but I mean, yeah, giving up 31 in a quarter is tough. You give up 2. You have 3 quarters where you hold them under 20, a team that can really score the ball. And so obviously that third quarter was the separator for us. And for whatever the reason is, we got to identify it and move forward. But I thought that the effort was there for the most part.
Hi, Coach. A lot of the younger players have had to step up because of these injuries. What have you seen from these younger players that keeps you motivated for the future? Or optimistic, I should say.
Yeah, just I've spoke on it several times. Just their fearlessness, their willingness to compete, their willingness to put in the work ethic, their willingness to be coached. They're the type of rookies that you want. They're the type of rookies that this league is going to continue to feed into and be part of the future of this league. And so it's on us to develop them in a way that allows them to learn how to be professionals, but also grow in their talent and showcase their abilities and continue to grow as this league continues to grow. So we're super excited about them. We think the world of them. They're not only good basketball players, they're great individuals as well, which only adds to their case for who they're going to be, down the line. So we've been extremely proud of them.
Do you feel like the team is still figuring out how to play with each other?
Sure. I mean, yeah, we're 8 games into a season. We got a ton of new pieces. We got a ton of injuries. We're going to have to continue figuring out how to play each other as people start to get more and more healthy. We're battling minutes restrictions and things of that. So yeah, there's a constant change in turnover and things of that nature. Not that it's an excuse for where we're at, but that's where we're at. And so yes, to answer your question, and it's on me to help expedite that process, and so I got to be better for this team.
Coach, despite the run that the Lynx went on to start the third quarter, there was an opportunity to cut the lead to single digits from the second unit. What did you see out of that unit that you thought they did particularly well that you hope to carry into future games?
Yeah, I think the fight.
I do like him taking the arrow. I do like him saying that he has to be better, because we all know that Tyler Marsh has been coaching in his 2 years here like trash. His rotations are awful. None of his players seem to know what the hell is going on. They seem out of sync. Since Rickea Jackson has left the floor, this team has not failed, not once, but 2 years in a row when a player goes down to recover. This team has failure on recovery with all 416 of y'all, 420 of you guys. This team has had a failure of communication, a failure of development, a failure of progression, a failure to even play the game naturally. Hell, Tyler Marsh, you should even just throw the ball out in the middle of the court and just let them free fall for the rest of this time?
I think we were a little bit more aggressive defensively. We were able to generate some consecutive stops and get out and convert at the other end. It's tough at times when you're getting stops and struggling to get shots to go in at the other end. And just like it's in the last couple of games, we've been able to match teams on the scoring front, but struggle to get stops. And so we're searching to put together two complete sides of a game from an offensive and a defensive standpoint. It seems like when one's clicking, the other isn't right now, and that's something for us to figure out, and we will. But I was again proud of the effort that we gave tonight. Just came up short.
Coach, you spoke about the disappointment in the locker room. What is your reminder to the locker room to just kind of, stay with the process and just kind of stay focused on the task at hand?
That we have accomplished players in that locker room, and that this is still our early season, and so we got a chance to. I think the tough part is that we're dropping these games at home, and so but we also have the confidence to know that we can go win anywhere on the road too, and so we got to continue to learn from this. Well, we can't get too down and out about it. We got to go back to work, and but we understand what we have in the locker room, the players that we have. They're committed. They're fighting for each other. That's all you can ask from my standpoint and from our staff standpoint. And we get ready for the next one.
Coach, obviously offense was the issue tonight. One stat I found is that Sydney Taylor is #1 in the league in usage rate when she's on the court among all players. Does it feel like there's a difference in the offensive identity when she's on the court and when she's off the court? And is that okay for the way you're coaching the team offensively?
I don't think the identity changes. I think that the spark that she adds is just it seems like when the times that she comes in the game is when our offense kind of needs a little bit of juice or what have you. And she has the ability to create her own shot. And so it's continuing to find the balance of when that comes within the rhythm and out of the rhythm of the offense. And so I think at times she's shown the ability to be explosive in both. And so that's something that we're continuing to work with. And as she gets more minutes and acclimated into, the regular rotation, we'll continue to find balance there. But I don't think the identity as a whole changes.
In the series, I guess, record aside, you've been able to hold the Lynx to some of their lowest scoring performances of the season. Sydney and Rachel mentioned ball screen coverage as a strength tonight. What do you think has worked with the defense against the Lynx particularly?
Well, we've had to change some things up coming into today schematically. I think they got a good read on what we were doing coming out of the first game and going into the second one. And, coming into this game, it was our turn to adjust from that standpoint. And so, I think there was more connection there from this game coming off of game 2 against the Lynx. I thought we were really aggressive in game 1. We were able to generate some turnovers. We were able to apply pressure when needed, and we were able to get back to a little bit of that tonight, just in different ways in different areas. But I thought the activity was good defensively, and yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
What the hell are we looking at? What the hell are we listening to? He don't know what happened. He's got to figure it out. Goddamn Tyler Marsh. You've been trying to figure this shit out for the last one season and 8 games. You've been trying to figure this out for one total season and 8 games. We have been depending on you to have a complete identity. It looked like defense was our identity here. But even in the defense, it seems like it's a lackluster game. Even in the defense, it seems to be aware that we cannot capitalize on our defensive stops and score the basketball. This is one of the weakest displays of a team that has true stars on it. Just add it up. You have Olivia Miles, who is listen, she's an astonishing one of ones. Olivia Miles is a rookie. Skylar Diggins is a 7-time All-Star. JC Sheldon is in her junior year on her rookie contract. And you got Courtney Williams for the two over there. You have Sydney Taylor, a rookie, who has to go head-to-head with McBuckets. You have Nia Coffey cooking like fish grease. And Azare Stevens still just getting here. Azare Stevens, by coming here, Azare Stevens still has not found her footing. Azare Stevens have not been able in the last few games to find her footing on this court. In that center, Kamilla Cardoso and Natasha Howard. Another game, Natasha Howard has outscored Kamilla, but Kamilla did have a double-double in an impactful game. But Natasha Howard had 14 points, 6 for 11. Nia Coffey had 20 points. That's their replacement. Their replacement. Until Light Bright comes back. Nafisha Collier, Nia Coffey is making a great addition to this team. 20 points, 7 for 12, 6 for 9 from the 3-point. She was hitting on every single spot around the perimeter and could not be stopped. Cooking like fish grease, chicken oil, and turkey peanut oil that's dipped on Thanksgiving. Kayla McBride had 9 points. She was 3 for 13. She still have not found her way. Courtney Williams had 10 points, 5 for 10, 50%. Olivia Miles, 17 points, 4 for 10, 9 for 10 for free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals. Good Lord. 2 points, 4, 9 points from the bench. Caldwell had 5. ALK had 2. And Latua King from Notre Dame had 2 points. But if you go to the Chicago Sky chat, if you go to the Chicago Sky in the breakdown, Azare Stevens had 4 points. She was 2 for 8. Definitely an off night. A continued off night. She was 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Kamilla Cardoso had 12 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks. Natasha Cloud had 6 points, 1 for 7 from the field, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 turnovers. JC Sheldon, 5 points, 2 for 5, 1 for 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. Elizabeth Williams, a goose egg, 0 points. Inconsistency. Rachel Banham, 8 points. She was 2 for 10, chat. She was 2 for 8. She shot the threes 8 times and hit 2. Are we willing to let Rachel Banham be the second leading shot chucker? What sense do that make, Tyler Marsh? A complete debacle. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She had 7 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 block shot. Aisha Kabali, 4 points. Sydney Taylor had 7 points. She was 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 6 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 turnover. The Minnesota Lynx was 28 for 71 shots, 39%, 8 for 28 from the 3-point line, 29%, 15 for 18 from the free throw line, 83%. Chicago Sky was 20 for 70, just as many shots, but they was 10% less with 29%. They was 5 for 30, chat. 5 for 30 from the 3-point line. 17 goddamn percent. 13 for 18 on the free throws shot in this game. It was 18 and 18 called on both sides. They shot a 72% clip from the damn free throw line. We missing free throws. As Azare Stevens was a minus 13. Kamilla Cardoso was a minus 27. Skylar Diggins was a minus 18. Natasha Cloud was a minus 22. JC Sheldon was a minus 10. Elizabeth Williams was a minus 7. Rachel Banham was a minus 12. Aisha Kabali was a plus 5. And Sydney Taylor was only a minus 1. That means that McBuckets didn't beat her by much. Tyler Marsh, statistically, you got your ass beat. On the court, you got your ass beat. With the rotations, you got your ass beat. What a tangled web we weave. What a tangled web we weave. More after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Chicago Sky, Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky cannot seem to find their way to wins. Chicago Sky cannot seem to find how to put together a court full of W's. Chicago Sky looked lackluster at times on defense in all 4 of these games 5 of these games that they have lost, 4 in a row. Chat. 4 games in a row. This team, you will have to say, is not professional. Meanwhile, you go and take a look over your right shoulder. The player that they said was the better choice for them. The player that they said did not fit what they were planning on doing for the future of the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese, double fuels, Dreams 86-66 route of the fire. The Atlanta Dream improved to a 5-2 with the 86-66 victory over Portland Fire, powered by suffocating defense that forced 16 steals and built a 20-point lead. Reese, in her first season with the Atlanta Dreams after a trade from the Chicago Weekend Sky, shot efficiently in 32 minutes while hitting major milestone, climbing to 14th on the WNBA's all-time list for 15+ points, 10+ rebounds, and 5+ assists a game, and becoming the fastest to 900 career rebounds. Teammates Ryan Howard had 14 points, 6 steals. Naz Hillman had 14 points, 5 steals, and Alicia Gray had 13 points. Contributed heavily as the Atlanta Dream dominated the paint and fast breaks. Angel Reese stat line, 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And he's a guy that says that he's one of the leading shot blockers. Madaw sends it back. And in her attack. Inksler working on Reese, and I think Reese got a piece of that one. And she comes away with it.
This is where Angel Reese is special, that ability to anchor, rebound, block, and start the transition.
Ah, great. Reese, the lefty, working against the other lefty, Gustafson, and go. Canada slicing into the lane, flipping it to Reese, going with her right hand and
getting blocks inside the paint.
Reese pops free on the baseline out of bounds, and she's still at 500. Howard, D3, now it's stripped away, and the Atlanta Dream have it. Up ahead, Reese running and one. Gray all the way to the rim, no call, but on the O-board cleanup.
Oh, that wasn't her own shot?
It inside to Reese,
oh, yeah?
And now it's Gray wide open. She's not gonna miss that.
Angel Reese is getting better and better and better and better. Eat crow. Eat crow. Eat crow. Jeff Pagliosha, Tyler Marsh, you should have had this man's lunch. Tyler Marsh, you should have had this man's lunch. What's up, Brooke? How you doing, brother? Dennis, I see you in the building. Andre Epp was in the building. My main man, Brian Allen Hines, my brother, is in the building. Wody Mack is here. I want them to eat crow. And all 430 of you guys in the chat that's on Twitter, that's here, over here on Steady Serv'n Sports, I want you guys to know that this man, Jeff Pagliosha, has ultimately sold our future for a bag of peanuts. Ultimately gave it away and said, no, We don't want to win. What is the scheme? What is the scheme here? As you continue to go to the reporters, what is the scheme? What is the scheme here? As you throw out hit pieces and have Rachel Banno shooting more than Kamilla Cardoso and all the other players on the team outside of Skylar goddamn Diggins. What is the scheme? Well, I tell you the scheme. We all been had. We've been took. We've been led astray. We've been ran amok. We've been fooled. We've been had. Jeff Pagliosha, we don't want you here in Chicago to run nothing for us. I speak well, and I speak for all of the Chicago Sky fans. You will not get that stadium full ever again, the way that Angel Reese has filled it, the way that it has been organically built. Nia Coffey scores 20 points, and the Lynx beat the Sky 79-58 for the fourth straight road win. Nia Coffey scored 20 points and made 6 3-pointers. Rookie Olivia Miles had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the Minnesota Lynx beat the Chicago Sky 79-58 on a Friday night. Coffey was 6 of 9 from behind the arc to finish with her most points since dropping 23 against Seattle on May 27, 2018. Chat, this can't be real. Since 2018, this was a young player that was on the trajectory of falling. Not in Cheryl Reese's system. Not in Cheryl Reese's system. Miles scored 8 points in the third, with 6 coming at the free throw line. Howard finished with 14 points from Minnesota's in 6-2, which improved to 4-0 on the road this season. Courtney Williams added 10 points, and Kayla McBride missed buckets. Missed her first 6 3-pointers and scored 9 points in 3 of 13 shooting. Was a bad night because Sydney Taylor was over there playing defense on McBuckets. Kamilla Cardoso had 12 points and 13 rebounds. Skylar Diggins had also scored 12 points for Chicago 3-5 record, which is winless in 4 home games this season. You think that people gonna come to 4 games at home and watch your ass lose and do a goose egg on your home court? Tyler Marsh? Tyler Marsh will probably be looking for a new job. Come 15 games in, I'll let you guys know how damaging the report will be. In 15 games, I will let you guys know if it's ever a recovery from my baby Rickea Jackson falling and being hurt this season. Tyler Marsh, we all here tried to work with you as being a rookie coach and not knowing any better. Brother Dennis said, 60 years living in Chicago, I have never seen a GM incompetent as this. Well, we had one that we just got rid of on the Bulls team also. So Hope we got a good one now on the Bulls. We got a good GM now for the Bulls. But go ahead and continue to cook. Jerry Krause destroyed the Chicago Bulls dynasty, but he wasn't incompetent like this. I know what you meant. See, that's a Chicago man. Brother Dennis loves the Chicago team. Brother Dennis wants to see his Chicago team win. Brother Dennis, we have to first get rid of the rat. The rat that we have in the GM office. The rats that we have in the front office, Nadia Rollinson and Michael Alter. Mike, sell the team, Mike. Sell the goddamn team, Mike. More after these messages. Hey, everybody. My name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand. Bread House Butters. Sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're gonna ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. Guys, do me a favor. Those are my family that's over there, my family that's on the Twitter X. Come on over here to Steady Serv'n Sports ENT. Hit the like button and subscribe to the hottest podcast on YouTube. It's 440 people in here. If you would like to be read, please give a super chat or a super sticker. Be a member of this show. Be a part of what I'm doing. I thank all of you guys for coming here and supporting this show. But one thing I do need, on my road to 5,000, I'm asking for you guys. It's 437 on Twitter. Over there on Twitter, it's 373 on Twitter. Come over to Steady Serv'n and do me a favor. Do your boy, do the king a favor. And come over here and subscribe and put me over the hump. Because you're not going to find nobody that's keeping it real like your brother. The way that I say it, the way I play it. And this is my ego.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
And I just dropped the bomb on all you mother suckers. Jeff Pagliosha needs to get out of Chicago real fast. Real fast. Because he can always get...
He's nuts. Got him! Got him!
You're not fooling us, Jeff Pagliosha. You're not fooling us at all. Is it that you got all of these people that Angel Reese had picked and was the real GM on pulling these players here and using Courtney Vandersloot, using her as a olive branch.
Who the fuck you think you fucking with?
No, you not fucking with me. Because
I
guess
tell your
what?
mama you ain't shit.
And I stand on it just like that. So, do me a favor. Turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This channel right here, the hottest podcast on YouTube with your boy, Bro Claude, in the building. Because it's always going to be
The Chicago nigga.
with me. Always. And I tell you this, I want you to keep the main thing the main thing. I want you to keep the main thing the main thing. When you come in the comments, please, please keep the main thing, chat. And yes, I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. Because it's always Chicago. This is my original music that you're going to hear right now.
The Chicago nigga.
Yeah, foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy.
My sister L and sister Victory in the building.
Busy, always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WMB. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it. Right down Lakeshore, see newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'ma rep it till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago. Now I'm right back at it. Took some time off, hit the gym, had to practice. Now they can't stop me.